like you got to shift your mindset. That's the most important thing. You got to shift your mindset from judging yourself based on your action versus judging yourself based on the result.
I think that's like the main thing is judgment. Because even
Yeah.
for me, because like I've been through that, right? And I think I'm your like biggest project to get started on things. And I finally have, like, it took me how long? Like a year and a half, 2 years basically, of consistently being aware of every single thing that I do, like my thoughts and my actions and like all the results that come from it. But in a more loving myself way, in a more like I'm open to mistakes. I'm open to being new to things. Whereas before I would already judge myself. So like taking away the judgment. And I think that I learn more from others when I did that, when I do that, and I create more of a like a just a welcoming interaction than oh like I'm this over here and you're that. But no, like even from the beginning, like we're creating the human connection. We're all the same, but we all just go through experiences with judgment, and then taking that away helped me.
That reminded me of one thing is I think a big part of that is because of society.
Yeah.
Uh, because since you are young, you're groomed to feel validated through outside criterias, outside it's not called criterias. What's it called? Like, anyways, it's just external things.
Forces. I don't know.
Yeah, like how well did you do in school? How did you judge it? Based on grades.
Like
That's
standards, maybe societal standards
yeah,
pre.
like a measurement. I
Yeah.
guess external measurements.
Hmm.
How you were chasing grades the whole time where you're in school. And then what's grades is just something that other people designed on what they think is good.
Yeah.
And then later on in life, you chase status, chase a position that other people are envious of. Then later on, you start chasing money. What's money? It's again, it's an outside measurement and standard. So if you could be doing a lot of great things in life or for society, but you make no money, you like more or less feel less of yourself than other people who are rich
Yeah.
because you're trained that way, and that all those measurements are not even close to being perfect. Like they don't translate to real life impact. So you got to judge yourself. You got to forget about the external measurements. Know how you should measure yourself. I give you an example is since I started YouTube, or since I had the thought of starting YouTube, I had many, many, many times where I thought of giving up. Just to touch on your point where you're like, oh, I have doubts, but you don't. No, I have doubts too.
You just don't show it. Like you don't ever look like you're going through anything. Like I don't know how you just deal with things in a different way. I think I'm more expressive and you don't express that at all. Like, and you never complain about anything. You're just
And when I had doubt, I keep reminding myself of these things and the principles and why I did it, why I started, and how I shouldn't judge myself on the result, how I shouldn't judge myself on the short term, all of these things. And then I overcome it. Then the next day I feel better.
yeah.
Like I feel accomplished. Even though my views didn't grow one bit, my subscriber didn't grow one bit, but I feel progress.
Yeah.
And that's like how I measure like progress. Like I feel like, oh, along the way I'm gonna experience 10,000 doubt 10,000 times. I knocked down 2 times, so now I'm like further along. Instead of other people, there are people who I was kind of like this too, but there are people who would think that those have doubt, and then even after them conquering it, they will think about how unproductive they were when they were experiencing doubt, and they beat on themselves more the next day, and then they fall into this spiral where they didn't do anything, so now they start feeling bad that they didn't do anything, so now they stop, so they can't do anything because now they're feeling bad, and they feel
Yeah.
more bad, you know.
And that's like the deadliest thing,